So I have also decided to do some videos that are stories that have happened to me doing magic shows and doing events and doing gigs and stuff that I think are kind of funny or unique or just weird. So I'm doing a summer magic show out in the middle of nowhere. I'm in Montana, so that does not narrow it down at all. I think there are more cows than people in Montana. Montana is like the 4th largest state, I want to say, and like the 2nd least populous state. There's a lot of room, not a lot of people. There is maybe a couple thousand people in this area, in the several towns surrounding it. So they're having a big event, and I am part of the entertainment. I have done 1 or 2 shows that day and balloon animals throughout the day. So I'm there for a good 6-7 hours or so. And so I've been around the kids a lot. I've been making them balloons. I've been doing shows. I've been trying to keep them from hurting themselves on my props. Quick little side story. I use a giant machete as kind of a joke prop in one of my tricks. And after the show, the kids flooded the stage and went to grab all of my props. And they went to grab this big machete, even though I told them, please don't touch that. Please don't touch that. Please don't touch that. You're going to hurt yourself. Please don't grab my giant machete. And the parents just kind of stood there and stared at me. Like, why won't you let the kid grab the machete, dude? Come on, be cool. So anyways, so I am there at 10 o'clock at night. I've just finished my show. I'm packing up. I'm getting ready to go back to my hotel, and this kid comes up to me, probably about 5 years old, and he looks at me like with big tears in his eyes and says, Cameron, and now he's calling me by name. Most people say, hey balloon guy, or hey magic guy, or hey you, or whatever. This kid, at this point, knows my name and is calling me by my name as if I'm his friend. A 5-year-old kid. Sweet and adorable, but kind of weird. So he says, Cameron, can you give me a ride home? He is asking a stranger he has just met if he can get in his van. This kid is making it way too easy for predators out there. And I'm thinking to myself, 1, where are your parents? And 2, why would you ask a stranger? I would be terrified at 31 to go up to a stranger and ask them for a ride, let alone a 5-year-old kid asking some stranger with weird hair if I can get in your car and drive me to your parents' house. I don't know if this kid actually knows where he lives. I asked him and he says by the airport. I don't know where the airport is. And I don't really want to drive around with a kid in my car asking him, where do I go? Where do I turn? Where are your parents? And he said he's been out in the sun at this event all day by himself. And so I go, I'm sorry, I shouldn't give you a ride. That's not right. That's not kind of the thing you do. And he runs off bawling. And I'm feeling kind of bad at this point. I don't know what I should have done. I know I probably shouldn't have given him a ride, but I probably shouldn't let him run off crying into the darkness at 10 o'clock at night in the middle of nowhere. So I kind of follow the kid. And I see this cop standing there, and he's like flirting with this girl, ignoring the crying child running past him. And I point to the kid, because it's a small community and they might know him. Do you know that kid? Do you see that kid running over there? They said, yeah, the kid in the green shirt. I say, yes. And they say, nope. And I said, well, he just asked me for a ride, and I didn't figure I should give him a ride, being a stranger and all. And I think there was even candy in my van. This would have looked really bad. So the cop and the lady says, well, that's kind of weird and creepy. And I say, yes, it is kind of weird and creepy. And I said, should we do something about this? And the cop goes, and continues to flirt with the girl he is flirting with. So now, there's constantly this thought that this kid has run into the darkness and gotten eaten by wild animals. And if anybody finds that kid, I want to let you know I did everything in my power to make sure that kid got home to his house with his parents that was near the airport. He might have been making it up, I don't know. But that's my weird story. Thanks for listening.